Hi guys, I'm just gonna make this a little more visible here. Okay, so I am showing an example of a reading log. So this would be found in your back and forth bag, in the Duotang. And again, your back and forth bag, your child's back and forth bag is something that important reminders will go in. If you have an important note, I do check those daily. However, if it's an emergency, I would recommend texting, contact me on Microsoft Teams, or calling the office to leave a message. But within the Duotang, we first have the Foundations alphabet. So this goes with the phonics reading writing program that we do 5 days a week in grade 1. And the way to do it is I like to have this out when kids are writing. I like to have it out when kids are reading. Each alphabet letter is called a sound card. So it would make one tapping out of a sound when you go to sound a word out. And then you say the letter's name, you say the picture that's associated with the letter, and then you say its sound. So before nightly home reading, I would pull this out first and I get kids to go through. A, apple, A. B, bat, B. C, cat, K. D, dog, D. E, ed, E. F, fun, F. G, game, G. H, hat, H. I, itch, I. J, jug, J. K, kite, K. L, lamp, L. M, man, M. N, nut, N. O, octopus, O. P, pan, P. Q, queen, Qu. R, rat, R. S, snakes. T, top, T. U, up, V, van, V. W, wind, W. X, fox, X. Y, yellow, Y. Z, zebra, Z. The digraphs are two letters that come together to make one sound, and the sound is a little bit different. So for this one, we have WH, whistle, W. CH, chin, Ch. SH, ship, Sh. TH, thumb, Th. And CK, sock, K. So again, these are on one sound card because they would make one tapping out. So if I was reading with a child and they came up to the word cat and they couldn't figure it out, I'd say use your sound cards, tap it out. So they would go K, A, T, and then blend it, cat. If they were coming up to a word with a digraph like chip, you go Ch, I, P, chip. On the next page, we have, you guys have the pre-primer list here, but we have sight words. So your next part of nightly reading jobs, after going through the Foundations alphabet and having it there in case you need it when reading, is to go over the sight words. Now, kids don't necessarily need to know how to spell these right away, but they need to know how to read them automatically. It's the one sort of whole language non-phonics approach that is really important. So I would get them to go through this list every night. Once they have 100% accuracy, you can move on to the next list. And just for reference, knowing 10 different sight words makes up 20% of what people would read in anything. I think it was knowing 100 sight words. So sight words, again, are the Dolch words. Knowing 100 sight words makes up 50% of words. And knowing about 300 sight words accounts for 75% of words that we read and write. So these guys are really important. It's really important not to skip this. And there's tons of fun sight word activities, too, if you're looking to mix it up. Here's the reading log that you would fill out every day in order to get Bankaroo Buck points for your child. However, with the reading logs right now, we are not filling out this part because of COVID. So we are just reading online RAS, and I can pull up every day the reports to see who did their nightly reading. So in times of non-COVID times, the reading log would be great to use, but we will not be using it in COVID times. Last but not least, we have each month you'll get a different picture that's split up into segments. So this is a fun thing. After a kid's done their reading job, they can color in one part of the coloring sheet. And then once it's all done, so that means they've read a whole bunch of books, they can bring it in and they can pick their favorite book that they want to read.